So next, it is very important concept, that is effect of load power factor on the performance of short transmission line. Performance means percentage regulation and efficiency. Is it? So the load power factor can affect the percentage voltage regulation and the efficiency of a short transmission line. So then in that, first we will discuss the percentage voltage regulation effect, or the effect of load power factor on regulation. Generally, the percentage regulation definition we are already discussing. Is it? So that is changing receiving end voltage from no load to full load to the receiving end voltage. That means Vs minus Vr by Vr. So that's why here the voltage drop at no load. That is what happened here. Simply voltage drop means Vs minus Vr. Finally, that is a voltage. That is a voltage. That is voltage drop. That is voltage drop across the transmission line. That drop can be represented as IR cos phi r plus IXL sin phi. Because of that, a drop is due to the resistance and reactance, inductive reactance of a transmission line. That's why IR cos phi r is the resistance drop, IXL sin phi r is the reactance drop. Finally, here Vs minus Vr means the difference between the voltage. The difference is the voltage drop divided by receiving end voltage. This is the percentage voltage regulation formula into 100. Is it? So this is for lagging power factor. So for leading power factor, percentage voltage regulation is equal to IR cos phi r minus IXL sin phi by VR into 100. Why? For lagging power factor it is plus. Why for leading power factor it is minus? Means a plus means what happened? Voltage is excess. Minus means voltage is less. So here this is not voltage, this is voltage drop. So here why it is for lagging power factor, why it is plus, means for lagging power factor voltage drop is more. That's why what happened, it is plus, voltage drop is more. And for leading power factor voltage drop is less. That's why here it is minus. That is effect of load power factor. When the load power factor is lagging, the voltage drop is more in the transmission system. That's why what happened, the receiving end voltage is less, and for leading power factor of load, the drop is less. Is it? That's why what happens here means receiving end voltage is not much more low value. It is less. It is lesser than Vs, but not much more. That difference is not much more. Is it? It is very less. But here this difference is very more. Drop is more. Drop is very less for leading power factor. Very less. So right. Is it? That's why here it is always necessary to operate the load in leading power factor, but actually in the distribution system, the operation is lagging power factor. Operation is lagging power factor. Why? Because of inductive loads. But some external arrangements we will convert the lagging end operation into leading end operation at receiving end voltage. At receiving end voltage side, there is a terminals of transmission system. Is it? Because of due to leading power factor, the drop is less. When drop is less, VR is a appreciable value. VR is some raisable, appreciable value. But due to lagging power factor, drop is more. That's why VR is very less. To avoid this problem, you can use leading power factor equipments, and those are connected at the receiving end side of transmission. Is it? Anyway, lagging power factor operation creates the more voltage drops, than VR is less than that of sending end voltage, very less. And from these two equations, we will conclude that when the load power factor is lagging, then what happened here? Lagging means what happened? IR cos phi r is greater than IXL sin phi r. Is it? Voltage drop is more means what happened here? IR cos phi r is greater than IXL sin phi r. Then voltage regulation is positive. Is positive. That is receiving end voltage VR will be less than the sending end voltage Vs. And for a given VR and I, the voltage regulation of the line increases. For given VR and I means sending end current or receiving end current, the current through the transmission line. The voltage regulation of the line increases with the decrease in power factor for lagging loads. That means here, when lagging power factor decreases, regulation can be increased. Is it? Regulation phenomena can be increased. Regulated voltage we are applied. A good, better voltage profile of receiving it. Is it? So then, when the load power factor is leading to this extent, IXL sin phi r is greater than IR cos phi. Is it? Load power factor is leading, IXL sin phi r is greater than IR. Then negative is there. Then voltage regulation is negative. Then receiving end voltage is VR is more than sending end voltage VS. Leading is necessary, but too much leading means what happens? VR is greater than VS. Then what happens? Terminal voltage rises, receiving end voltage rises. Finally, due to raising of receiving end voltage, insulation failure may occur. Insulation failure occur means short circuit takes place. Then there is a problem. Is it? That's why leading power factor is required, but it is not too much. Yes, due to resistance drop is there, that drop is under permissible limits. Then VR is appreciable. But due to inductive loads, that drop is not permissible limits. VR is low. That's why to decrease that voltage drop across the line, we can use leading power factor equipments at the receiving end. That is the meaning. Is it? So then finally, for a VR and I, voltage regulation of the line decreases with a decrease in power factor for leading loads. That means when leading power factor is decreases, what happens? Regulation decreases. Is it? So always we have regulation means smaller values, 2%, 4%, 1%, 0.5%. Then regulation is better. A good regulation, higher regulation. If regulation is 20%, 40%, 60%, what happens here? That is not good regulation. Is that? That is regulation is smaller. Voltage regulation is not good. Is it? That is the thing. Due to leading power factors, we get 4%, 2%, 0.5%, that much of regulation. Due to lagging power factor, 20%, 40%, 60% like that. That is too much of regulation, 10%, 15%, depending upon the intensity of lagging load. That's why we require lagging power factor and leading power factor. Because of your loads which are connected to the transmission system are lagging. That's why to compensate this problem, we have leading power factor equipment at the receiving end side. So anyway, due to leading power factor regulation, the voltage drop, that is regulation is minus. Due to lagging power factor, regulation is positive. This is the effect of load power factor on regulation. Due to leading power factors, regulation is negative. Due to lagging power factors, regulation is positive. When due to decreasing of lagging power factor, what happens means regulation increases. When lagging power factor decreases, leading power factor increases. Lagging power factor decreases, voltage regulation increases. But when leading power factor decreases, voltage regulation decreases. Voltage regulation decreases means higher values, 20, 40. Voltage regulation increases means smaller values, 4%, 2%, like that. Is it? So next effect is effect of transmission efficiency. Due to load power factor, what effect takes place on transmission efficiency? In the previous case, we are already defined transmission efficiency. So here the power delivered to the load depends upon the power factor. The effect of power factor of load. The effect of power factor of load on transmission efficiency. Load power factor effect on transmission efficiency. See here, this is P is equal to VR I cos phi r. This is the receiving end power or power delivered to the load, and this is current, receiving end current P by VR cos phi r, and this is P is equal to 3 VR IR cos phi r. Three-phase power delivered or three-phase receiving end power, and this is a single phase receiving end power, single phase power delivered. So then here What happened here? This is current in three phase. This is current in single phase. Receiving and current in single phase, receiving and current in three phase. So then from this, it is clear that each case for a given amount of power to be transmitted and receiving an voltage VR, the load current is inversely proportional to the power factor. Receiving and power factor. Receiving means loads are connected. That is load power factor. When load power factor increases, the current is less. When current is less, I square or losses are less. And when I square or losses are less, we can transmit more power. That's why always we require high voltage transmission at high voltage currents. That's why when currents are less, why huge amount of power can be transmitted over a long distances means when current is less, I square or losses are less. When losses are less means the power handling capabilities are increases. Power handling capabilities are increases. So next, from this conclusion, it is clear that in each case for a given amount of power to be transmitted and receiving an voltage VR, the load current is I is inversely proportional to the load power factor cos phi r. This is important conclusion. The load current I is inversely proportional to the load power factor cos phi r. So then consequently with the decrease in load power factor, the load current and hence line losses are increasing. That's why always load power factor is more. This leads to the conclusion that transmission efficiency of line decreases. Due to the decrease in load power factor, load current and hence line losses are increases. This leads to the due to the increased losses and increased current. Conclusion is transmission efficiency of line decreases. Is it? When load power factor increases, load current and line losses are decreased. Finally, what happened? Transmission efficiency increases. Receiving and power increases. Power handling capability increases. So these are the effects on load power factor on percentage voltage regulation and transmission system efficiency. Based on this, we can solve two problems. That is, first problem is the single phase overhead transmission line delivers 100 kilowatt at 33 kV at 0.8 power factor lagging. The total resistance and inductive reactance of the line are 10 ohm and 15 ohm respectively. Determine sending end voltage, sending end power factor, and the transmission efficiency. See here, the given data is load power factor cos phi r is equal to 0.8 lagging in the given problem, and total line impedance Z is equal to R plus JX. R is 10, XL is 15, 10 plus J 15 ohm. And one more data is receiving and voltage VR is there 33 kV, that is 33,000. Receiving and power also there 100 kilowatt output power receiving input. So from this, first we have to calculate line currents. So that is PL by VR per phase, not three phase. First we will do the per phase reference. That's why what happened here, PL by VR cos phi r. That's why PL means 100 kV. That's why like this, power factor is 0.8, then current is 41.67 amperes. Then when cos phi r is 0.8, then sin phi r is 0.6. And then cos phi r is equal to 0.8 means phi r is equal to cos inverse of 0.8, 36.5 something. Then sin phi r is 0.6. So then VR bar is, we know that VR plus J0, VR is 33,000. Is it? So then J0 means 0 degrees angle for receiving and power factor angle. Is it? So general representation VR plus J0. I bar is equal to I into cos phi r minus J sin phi. Already we are defined. That is substituting I value, cos phi r value. Phi r value is there. Cos inverse of 0.8 is the phi r value. So cos phi directly is there 0.8. J sin phi r 0.6 is there. So then finally I is 33.33 minus J 25 complex. Sending in voltage VR plus I. Substituting VS is 33,708.3 plus J 250. And finally VS is equal to 33,709 volts. So then finally angle between VS and VR is alpha is equal to tan inverse of 250 by 33,708.3. because of angle between Vs and Vr, tan alpha. Vs is the vertical angle, Vr is the horizontal angle. Alpha also angle mentioned. So that's why tan alpha is equal to 250 by 35,000. Is it? So then finally 0.42 alpha. So then sending and power factor angle is phi s is equal to phi r plus alpha. We are already discussed. Defined also. So then finally phi s is equal to 37.29. So then sending and power factor is cos phi s. Then cos 37.29 is 0.7956. Lagging. Rejected. It is lagging power factor. So then line losses I square r. I is there, R is there. Then substituting 17,364 watts. Then output delivered already given 11,000 kilowatts. So then finally sending and power. Output power plus losses 1100 plus 17.364 kilowatts. So then 1117.364 kilowatts. Finally transmission efficiency power delivered by sending and power into 100. So then like this 98.44%. Is it like this? We can do the problem. So the next one, an overhead three-phase transmission line delivers 5,000 kilowatts, the 22 kV at 0.8 power factor lagging. The resistance and reactance of each conductor is 4 ohm and 6 ohm respectively. Determine sending and voltage, percentage regulation, transmission efficiency. This is one of the most important problem. So given data is load power factor as 0.8 lag. Receiving and voltage per phase is VR. We require per phase. This three-phase transmission. That's why we require per phase. First per phase basis we will calculate. In the previous problem, direct phase values, but here three-phase terms. Single phase. That's why direct values are taken. But here it is three phase. That's why we will convert into per phase. That's why always V phase equal VL by root 3. Is it? So it is root 3, not 3. That is by taking root 3, 12,700 volts. Impedance per phase is Z is equal to 4 plus J6. Is it? We are already discussed in the assumptions. Reactance, impedance, resistance, per phase reference. That's why here it is per phase values, not three phase. So line current I is equal to power delivered by what is that? Cos phi. P is equal to VA cos phi. Is it right now? P is equal to VA cos phi means I is equal to P by V cos phi. One more thing is that here it is PL is equal to root 3 VL IL cos phi. This is three phase system. So from that I is equal to P by root 3 VL cos phi. I is equal to P by root 3 VL cos phi. That is the formula. So then 164 amperes current. So then cos phi r is 0.8, from this sin phi r is 4.6. So then sending and voltage per phase is Vs is equal to Vr plus Ix, or as usual formula. Substituting Vr means receiving and voltage is there. Substituting Vr, current I value as calculated, Z value, then Vs is like this in vector form. This is magnitude 13,820.8 volts. So that line value of Vs, this line value we require finally. This is per phase value, but we require line value root 3 into V phase. So that VL is equal to V phase by root 3 means per phase value is root 3 into VL. Is it? So like this. Percentage regulation like this. Is it a three phase system? Is it? V phase is equal to VL by root 3. VL is nothing but root 3 V phase. Here it is per phase value, but three phase system is we require line value. That's why root 3 into V phase. So percentage voltage regulation is Vs minus VR. So 13820. Finally, Vs means per phase sending and voltage. Don't confuse. Line value of Vs it is. That is that expression. But percentage regulation can be calculated per phase. In the class, previous class also, three performance of three phase transmission and also we discussed. Percentage regulation, transmission efficiency can be discussed per phase basis. So that's why Vs is the per phase value, Vr is the per phase value, 12,700. Vr is also per phase value, then 8.82 regulation. Then line losses 3I square R. Is it? So line losses are not per phase basis for three phase system. For three conductors, we will consider the line losses. That's why 3 into I value is there 164. Then into 4 is there. Is it? So 3 is combined, that's why I is per phase value. 3 is their multiplication. That's why I is per phase value 164. So then line loss are 322.75 kilowatt. Finally, transmission efficiency is equal to output power. Is it? Output power is 5000. So output power 5000 kilowatts divided by input power or output power plus losses. Output power 5000 plus losses are 322.75 into 100. Finally, it is 93.94 percentage. Like this, we will do the problem. This three-phase system, always first we will calculate per phase voltage value, but that is expressed in line value if they are asking. Is it? But percentage regulation can be determined on per phase basis. VS and VR are in per phase values. Line losses must be considered for 3 into I square R for three-phase system. Is it? So 3 conductors are there. That's why. Finally, transmission efficiency like this. Power delivered and power input. Power input means power delivered, output plus losses. Like this, we will do the problem. Is it? Thank you.